two big questions about tonight. Who's it going to be? Can I get back to the studio in time after the titles run? This ain't gravy, baby, but this is how we roll. The time is 7:32. It's only Friday. High five. It's only double eviction, double high five. And here to talk about those very evictions is also the legend of Big Brother Night. Red Pepper's with us. Oh yeah. Pleading for the nearest and dearest survivor. It's only the F&F. Save the rave, that's brilliant. Plus, we're going to be battling away through the eviction night crowd to speak to the one and only Davina. But first, do you want the latest action from the house, people? Yeah! By golly, that's good. It's time for Little Brother's big news. All right, first up, kids. Last night, Shanessa confessed to Carl Louise she's developing something of a crush on Ziggy. Oh, baby, it's going to happen. Yes, indeed. The Shigometer will be going very soon, I'm sure. However, she wasn't the lucky lady who at 12:24 a.m. ended up under the covers with him. Take a look at this.
That's very cool. Very, very cool. Sweet. Oh!
All right. Oh, yeah. Over the past couple of months, we've all learned that the wrath of Carol is pretty harsh when it comes to clearing up, right? And Jerry was taking no chances at 3:14 this morning when he had a little accident in the kitchen with some sugar. However, his accomplice did let him down a little bit. Take a look.
Jerry, quick. She's coming back.
No, it's my word. You can't be mixing good words.
You've got time yet, Jerry?
No. We don't listen to Ian, that's to say. You don't be mixing my words. Right? But I'm speaking with you.
You've still got time, you're all right.
Carol!
Oh, she's in the freezer. She's getting a loaf of bread. Carol, Jerry just spilled some sugar on the floor.
Where? There's no sugar.
Just with Jerry.
I love the way Jerry tried to front it out as well. That's not true. No. Don't believe Leo. He's a liar. At 4:17 this morning, whilst doing a little bit of late-night grooming, Brian had yet another hairy moment when a moving camera took him by surprise. This guy's a genius. Take a look.
I'll move the thing for you, then. I'm moving it for you. Stop it. Listen, why do you have to do this for? Why? What have I done to you? It's too late for all this sort of business. Just go away at the moment. Busy.
It looks like one of those guys from House Party when his hair's up. Remember that? And finally, yesterday we saw the Lamiometer, which is the Amy and Liam kind of trustometer, was a little bit frosty, yeah? As you can see, ain't no frost there today. Check that out. Even little Frosty the Penguin's got some devil horns on there. Oh, no Frosty! Because today, at 6:31, and no one should be snogging at 6:31. Ooh-wee. They snogged this morning. That was Little Brother's big news. Now then. Thanks, got my questions on it, appreciate it. Here to discuss tonight's double eviction is... Actually, do you know what? He does this better than I do. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Introducing one of movies' most recognizable voices. A man whose CV includes Smokin' Aces, Con Air, Hannibal, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's Big Brother fanatic and voiceover legend. red pepper.
That is one heck of a voice.
Thank you for having me here.
Do you ever camp it up at all, or is that...
No. That's...
OK, listen, first things first. Just tell us, so what, you were driving the tube and then some dude said to you, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be...
Oh, many years ago, I was a regular tube driver, and somebody heard my voice. Turned out he was a big shot in the television world, and here I am.
The rest is history, OK.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the house. It's been a great week this week.
Oh, yeah.
Big eventful week. I know you're a Big Brother nut, but Charlie evicted, Chanel left, halfway house twist. Has this been the best week so far, do you think?
I think so. I'm glad to see the back of Charlie.
Why?
For lots of different reasons. She had me talking to the television, which is not a good idea. I do that for a living, but every single time I saw the girl, it was like...
Yeah.
But, you know, I think like... the rest of the world.
The thing about Charlie was that even though she was such a great character, she kind of almost stifled other housemates because no one else could almost
pretty
have
much.
a show about them, you know?
I mean, that's why I think Chanel was so glad that Charlie actually left because she had no more competition.
Yeah.
So she thought.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, bam.
Absolutely.
What a twist.
Are you a bit annoyed Chanel left? Did you like Chanel or not?
I didn't have much time for her, but I gave her credit because she's so young. But she was what do you call it here? A patty, throwing patties all the time? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a patty thrower. Now, in just a couple of hours, 2 halfway housemates will be leaving Big Brother for good. I want to get your take on them, but first, let's see how they're handling it so far.
Life goes on. And I've been down low and I've been up high. The higher you climb, the lower you fall. You'll meet the people on the way back down that you stepped on to get to the top. So always treat others as you expect to be treated yourself.
Of course, I'm preparing myself to go. I've met so many people who I wouldn't necessarily meet, and it's reinforced the idea that you shouldn't really have preconceptions. I do not like feeling unsettled. I also do feel really uncomfortable when I think that maybe people aren't accepting me.
This has brought me from there down to there. You've got nowhere to disappear really for quiet time. Nothing at all. I'm only human. I haven't got like super strong powers. I'll start singing or stripping. I can't do that when I'm feeling like this. So it's very, very hard.
The fact you're actually in here is just amazing in itself. Who knows what's outside that door, man? That's the sketchy thing, and who knows what I've been perceived as. That's just what you see with me is what you get. And I can hold my head up high and say that I think I've been perceived as a real person in there. And I've loved it all, every minute, every second. And I thank you for letting me in here.
All right, let's talk about the 4 of them. David's first up. He really polarised his opinion, David. People either seem to love him or hate him. What are your thoughts?
I'm not too keen on David, I
Why?
gotta tell you. There's something about when the proper housemates were choosing who they were going to have into the house, everyone's cuddled around the table. He had a certain body language that I didn't agree with. He was strutting around with his glasses and as if he was the Lord, and
So
I didn't like
already
that.
picked.
His body language, from what I've seen him in, it's not good.
Shanessa reacted very badly. She says there she was going to stop stripping, and then none of us want that to happen. She was kind of... she handled it badly towards Amy. Overreacting or understandable, do you think?
Understandable, I suppose. I'm not a great fan of Shanessa.
Do you like anyone?
Yeah, well, I do. I like Brian. I like Carol.
Yeah.
But Shanessa, I'm not feeling her yet.
OK, cool. Cara Louise has been one of the quieter halfway housemates. Is there more to her than what we've seen? She's been crying quite a lot.
I do like her, and I feel like she's going to turn out to be a very intelligent girl. There's something about her face that says to me, yeah, you got something there. Okay. And I think she'll get going, to be honest.
I believe every word you say. You could literally be saying anything to me. I'll be going, I know.
Yeah, I'm deadly serious. I think she'll go far.
OK. And Tracy, do you think Tracy can survive eviction for a 4th time?
Tracy's cool.
I mean, she's indomitable, isn't she?
Have it. I love the way she says that. That's so cool.
OK, so, we're just going to be tricky on I guess. Which 2 do you want to go?
It's got to be David and Shanessa.
You think David and
Most
Shanessa?
definitely.
OK, now listen, we couldn't have Red on the show without squeezing him dry and making the most of his dulcet tones. Earlier today, in a BBLB first, this is genius, we arranged for Red to surprise our housemate to become the voice of Big Brother. Take a look what happened. Obviously, Brian's the reaction we're looking for. Take a look.
This is Big Brother. Could all housemates ensure that they are wearing their microphones?
Oh, who the hell are you? Who do you think he is? Who is this geezer? This is Big Brother.
Somebody else, though.
That is a maniac.
This is
Who the hell is that?
It's like if you weren't already
Oh,
worried,
that freaks
here
me
you are.
out. I reckon Big Brother's been killed and some maniac taking over.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
How did you not wet yourself when you were doing it?
I was trying not to laugh. I really was trying not to laugh. But
Okay.
Brian is something
Hey,
else.
Red,
He really
lastly, who do you want to win and why?
I want Carol to win because I think she's been genius in actually holding it down. Bearing in mind, she's a different age group to the rest, and she's had to put up with all the tantrums and all the nonsense, and she's close to cracking, but she's holding it together. I think she
Certainly
should
had a
win.
journey, hasn't she?
I think she should win it.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot. Red pepper, everyone. Thanks, Red. Now, rather than this whiny Irish voice, Red, if you do us the favour and maybe a link to the break. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, coming up after the break, our FNF will be bidding to save their loved ones. And we catch up with Davina to get the lowdown on tonight's double eviction. We'll see you in 4.
Welcome back to BBUK. It's day 66, and still to come, we'll be talking to Davina about the fate of the halfway hopefuls, and we'll see B Team's Nikki going wild in safari. So, it's Friday. I'm dressed as a little fairy, and I'm only 5 inches tall. Can only mean one thing. It's FNF time! Living in a box. Now, earlier this week, halfway housemates became human jack-in-the-boxes in a task to win a place in the main house. Today, it's their FNF's turns to pop out of a box in a bid to save their loved ones from eviction. So who's first up?
Thank you.
It's David's sister Samantha. Hello, my love. How are you? You're not feeling a little bit beaky, are you? Now, David started strong in the house, but his popularity seems to have dipped over the last couple of days. Why do you think that is, my love?
I think he's coming across a wee bit arrogant, but he's not really, and they're not really getting his sense of humour, I'm afraid. Takes a wee while.
Oh, OK. Samantha, you have 10 seconds to tell us why viewers shouldn't evict David. It's your chance to pick up some support for him. I'll wave me one at you and your time is up. All right, your time starts now.
You shouldn't evict David because he hasn't really had a chance yet. You need to see the whole of him. He's got so much more to give. He's funny, he's a bit catty, but you'll have fun watching him.
Now, I wonder who's next. Gonna pop out of me box. My lovely big box. Hello, my love.
Hello, Dermot.
How are you?
I'm fat, thank you, Dermot.
Oh, it's nice to see you again.
And you, Dermot.
Tracy's 4th time nominated, my
It
love.
is indeed.
Can she survive yet again?
We hope so. We hope she can.
OK, my love, you have 10 seconds to tell all the viewers at home down that camera why they shouldn't evict Tracy. Don't go telling any porkies.
I wouldn't dare. Tracy shouldn't be evicted.
Oh, hello, my love. Hang on a second. Oh, she's a bit quick off the mark, this one.
Oh, I'm getting my time in.
Your 10 seconds starts.
Please save our rave. She's got a lot more to offer. No arguments anymore, but I think she has a few things to say. Please save Tracy. We love her, but we don't want to see her too soon.
Now then, let's see who else is lurking in my massive box. Now then, my love, Shanessa's come across a bit of a saucy minx. Is there more where that pa came from?
Who knows if Shanessa's allowed to stay in for another week? Who knows what could happen?
OK, Alex, you have 10 seconds to tell us why the viewers shouldn't evict Shanessa and should evict one of the other housemates. I'll let you know when your time is up. Your time? That starts now.
Shanessa's been fantastic value in the house, and this is just the start. She's her own boss. She says it how it is. She's great. She's outgoing, demanding, and who else strips in the house? Nobody.
Let's have a look. Who else is in me box?
Not being funny, right? Just keeping it real and honest. This is the Charlie Show.
Right. Get out! Get out! Oh, sorry about that, everybody. Right, who else is left in me gorgeous, beautiful box, then? It's Cara Louise's mum, Rita. Hello, Rita.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, now listen, Cara Louise seemed very upset when she learnt of the nominations. Does she have an emotional strength to last the course, my love?
She was shocked, obviously, because she'd been put into the house only a couple of days previously. She thought she was safe, and then Big Brother did this wicked thing. Should have given the new housemates a chance.
OK, Rita. Now, who's a pretty girl, then? You've got 10 seconds to tell us why the viewers shouldn't have picked Cara Louise. I'll tell you when your time's up. Your time starts.
Well, she's fun-loving, bubbly, intelligent. She may be a slow starter, but once she gets going, she's like a rocket, and she's got a wicked sense of humour.
Oh, well done, F&F. Good, please. You really thought out of the box. If you want to have your say on tonight's double eviction, these are the numbers to call, and I can promise you it's going to be an epic.
In a world where halfway is never enough, BBUK Productions brings you an epic story of survival. 4 halfway housemates, 2 evictions, 1 night. To evict David, call 090-11 21 22 20. To evict Cara Louise, call 090-11 21 22 22. To evict Shanessa, call 090-11 21 22 23. To evict Tracy, call 090-11 21 22 11. Their destiny is in your hands.
2 housemates with the most votes to be evicted tonight. You know that. 10p of each school donated to charity, as always. Details of which can be found channel4.com/Big Brother. Hello, Davina!
Do you know what? It's a bit of a worry because it's quite close to the show and I'm not in my outfit.
You're not wearing that tonight? So what, quite a week, wasn't it? Were you surprised at Chanel
Can I just say, it's like I'm sitting here totally accepting the fact that you're dressed as a fairy, and do we love Dermot as a fairy? Actually, I think we love Dermot as anything.
What, so what, are you surprised? Are you a bit annoyed Chanel walked?
Do you know what I am? I don't like it when people walk, especially after that amount of time, because basically they did a lot to get there, and I feel sort of robbed because I thought she was a great housemate, and her and Ziggy, they could have resolved it, you know. And I think they should have resolved it.
You're a little bit annoyed that you didn't get a chance to interview as well, because that's obviously when you see those big characters, you go, exactly. If they walk, you're just like, come on.
Exactly. You know, it's frustrating. And you know, she could have gone a long way in that house, I think. If her and Ziggy had stayed apart, they weren't meant to be together, and it's not often I say that.
No. So, thoughts on new housemates? Good, bad?
They've been legendary. Particularly loved David, which you'll see today in an eating task for the other side of the house. He was a
Saw
legend.
that, disgusting.
Shanessa, just taking her clothes off at every given opportunity.
Shanessa's quite something, isn't she?
She's something to behold. She's got no sort of boundaries as to what's acceptable to say or not. She says something about Ziggy in tonight's viewing that's a shocker.
And how's it going to work tonight?
It's going to work well. It's going to work well. Obviously, we've got a double eviction.
Yeah. How's that going?
Is
it?
Both going to come out.
No.
And we'll interview them together.
Are you looking forward to that?
I am. Yeah, I am. I can't wait to see who it is. I think.
But that means you have to prep so many different interviews.
Yeah, but also, basically we kind of have similar questions because it's, you know, for the 3 new ones, we want to know what it's like only being in there for a week, and then with Tracy, obviously, we just have to kind of stitch hers together with somebody else's. I mean, I'd be surprised if Tracy came out over the new ones because people don't know the new ones as well.
Thank you, my dear. This is for you. Tiara girl. And this is for you.
I'm not joking.
When we decided to go to Longleat Safari Park, hang on a second, to get this week's eviction predictions, there was only one member of the B team we want monkeys to throw their poo at. That cheeky little mick at Nikki Graham.
Hi Dermot, Nikki here, and I'm reporting from Longleat Safari Park for this week's eviction prediction. Who's going to be evicted this week?
Definitely David. He's been there 5 minutes and he's talking about everybody behind their back.
Janessa, just because of that pink dress is horrific, isn't it?
Oh no!
Oh, it's got to be Cara Louise. Oh, yes, because she sobs, she's boring, and I just can't bear her to be in there much longer.
I would like to see Tracy go, really. I think everybody's had enough.
Oh, you surprised me with that hair. I would have thought you were a Tracy follower.
I can't bear it much more. I'm getting really claustrophobic.
Do you know how to get the hell out of this maze?
No, we've been here since 11 o'clock.
That's really depressing me.
Oh, I've had a gutful. Back over to you, Dermot.
All right, you yoghurt tops. Let's see how the Friday night crowd see who they want to go tonight. Hello.
Hello.
Who do you think should go tonight, my love?
David.
Why?
Because he's really, really boring.
Is he boring? Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think should go tonight?
I think Shanessa,
Why Shanessa?
because I just don't think she fits in very well with the rest of the housemates.
I thought we need a housemate like that for the last couple of weeks, you know?
No, definitely not.
And who do you want to win, guys?
Brian.
All about Brian, yeah? Definitely. Okay, thanks a lot, girls. That is your little lot for tonight. Thanks to Red Pepper and F&F. We are back on Sunday, 12:55, with Star Stories Kevin Bishop, very funny man. Tonight's evictees, and Chanel's back with us. John Davina in half an hour for tonight's double eviction, and then Big Mouth, 11:35, with James, Matt, and me. We will see you on Sunday. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. Bye, gang.